Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing great. So today we'll move on to another important grammar item, which is the use of the different relative pronouns as presented in our lesson by who, which, and whom. So by the end of this explanation or lesson, we will be able, or we will know how and where to use these different words, of course, in a correct way. So if you remember, we said at the beginning that these are called relative pronouns. And of course, the relative pronouns, as a quick explanation, are used, these words are used, okay, as links or to link to relative clauses. So the first item, okay, we have to understand is the relative clauses. Okay, what are relative clauses? Here we mean by clauses sentences, okay, or two sentences that have a relation between them. So these pronouns are used only between to link two sentences, okay, that have a relation between them. For example, well, to understand relative clauses, look here at these the sentences here. For example, okay, well, just all these are relative clauses, of course. For example, here in 1814, Dickens' family moved to London. Okay, so this is our first sentence. Then we have the second sentence, and of course they are separated at the moment. It was the financial and industrial center of the world at that time. Here, do you think that the second sentence has a relation to the first one? If yes, this means that the two are relative clauses. In 1814, Dickens' family moved to London. Okay, we are here, we are shedding light on London. Then in the second sentence, it. Here, it was the financial and industrial center of the world. Here, it is used as a personal pronoun to refer to London. Okay, instead of saying London was the financial and industrial center of the world, we just use the personal pronoun it. So we understand that the two sentences have, okay, a relation between them, so they are relative clauses, okay, and can be linked together using a relative pronoun. However, we'll just show you an example of independent clauses or independent sentences, two sentences that have no relation between them. We'll just quickly through the exercises. Okay, look here. For example, if we take this important exercise, we'll just take some random sentences, okay, to see the difference. For example, if I say I would like a book, let's suppose that this is our first sentence. I would like the book. Then let's suppose this is the second sentence. Is safe and energy saving. Is there any book which is safe and energy saving? So these are not, okay, at all relative clauses. They are independent, okay, one sentence, and they cannot be, of course, linked together using a relative pronoun. So in order to use a relative pronoun, we need two sentences which have a relation between them. Okay, so I would like the book. Here we need to look for a relative clause first, or a relative sentence to this one. Then I can use one of these relative pronouns. Now, okay, coming back, okay, to our explanation, as we said. So the first item is we need two relative clauses, and of course the relative pronouns who, which, and whom mainly are used, okay, are always used when the second sentence, okay, our second sentence provides an explanation or more details about the last item in first sentence or in sentence one. Okay, whenever you find the second sentence is talking about the last word, okay, in our first sentence, I will use one of these things. Look here, his father. Okay, and here, when Dickens was 12, the police arrested his father. Okay, look here. So look at the second sentence. He missed him very much. Okay, so you understand that the whole sentence here, he missed him very much, is talking about the last word, his father. We'll just go through other examples to understand. Charles Dickens' father was a clerk. A clerk is somebody who pulls the merchandise on the port. Okay, so Charles Dickens' father was a clerk. But هنايا in the second sentence, our relative sentence, he worked for the Navy. You see, so the whole second sentence is an explanation or more explanation about a clerk. So here, if I would like to link them or to put them together, I will use one of these words or relative pronouns. Now we'll explain the different uses of these pronouns. So we have who. Who is always used for people. Okay, whenever you want, you would like, okay, to refer to a person. Okay, to give more explanation or more details about a person, I use who. Okay, for example, let's go through the first example. Here, Charles Dickens' father was a clerk. A clerk, is, we said, is a person who pulls the merchandise. He worked for the Navy. Here, if I would like to link them or to put them together, I say Charles Dickens' father was a clerk. Then I would like to put them together directly. Who, I use who, we said for a person. A clerk, who, here I write who, and of course I omit he in order to avoid repetition. Who worked, as the relative pronoun here, plays the role of the subject in the second sentence. Who worked for the Navy. I think it's easy enough. Okay, excellent. Now moving on to our second relative pronoun, which we have even that. There is also the other relative pronoun which is not given here. That these two pronouns, okay, are relative pronouns, are generally used to refer to things, to anything, okay, things in general, animals, yes, a city or something, okay, any names of things, okay. So let's suppose, taking one example, yes, Charles Dickens was born on February 7th, 1812 in Portsmouth. Okay, so this person or this famous author was born on the city called Portsmouth. Okay, look at the second sentence. It provides an explanation about the last item, about Portsmouth. It is a naval town. A naval here means something related to marine, okay, and bahriya or something. It was, it is a naval town on the south coast of England. Okay, here, so the whole sentence provides an explanation about this last item. So if we would like to link them together or to put them as one sentence, I say Charles Dickens was born on February 7th, 1812 in Portsmouth. Here cannot use who because it's not a person. I'm not referring to a person. I'm referring to a name of a city. Okay, in 1812 in Portsmouth, which is, of course, I always omit the subject, okay, because which takes its place, okay, which is a naval town. Okay, here I would like to put them together and to provide more explanation about my item here, which is a naval town on the south coast of England. I think it's easy enough. Then we have the last given a relative pronoun, whom, is used always to refer or to replace or to refer to object pronouns. Object pronouns here I mean by him. When you find in the sentence or you would like to replace him, her, them, and me. Okay, whenever you would like to replace these items in your sentence, you do it by using whom. Okay, let's take the example. When Dickens was 12, the police arrested his father. Okay, and here is second sentence. of course, refers to his father. He missed him. You see, he missed him very much. Here, if in my second sentence, which is an explanation of this thing, however, it's not the subject. I'm not replacing the subject. I'm replacing an object pronoun, which is, as we said, me or him or her or them. We say, even if it's a person, of course, when Dickens was 12, the police arrested his father. Here I put whom. Okay, whom he missed. Of course, always omit, okay, the repeated item. Whom he missed very much. Whom is used, okay, to refer for object pronouns. Whom he missed very much. Excellent. I hope you got these lesson, okay, because it's easy, I think, enough. So now we'll move on to some practice, okay. Try to practice with me, okay, for a while to understand the other or to understand it more. We'll go through other examples, okay, and of course every time I will give you some time to provide just practice, okay, there by your own, okay. Try to say the answers. So, for example, Dickens left school and went to work in a factory. Okay, now it was far from his home. Here, as we said, work in a factory. Then we are providing in our second sentence an explanation about this one, about a factory. In a factory, it was far from home, from his home. Here, so can you guess? Take 5 minutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So we'll provide the answer. Dickens left school and went to work in a factory. Here, since we said it's a thing, okay, it's just a noun, okay, not a person, which was far from his home. Okay, excellent. Look here, move on to the second sentence in our practice. He experienced the life of exploited children. Here, exploited children, we mean by this word using, okay, the children, okay, young children in hard works and etc. He experienced the life of exploited children. Then here we have he portrayed them in his books. Of course, he experienced the life of exploited children, and the second sentence, the whole sentence refers to exploited children. However, here the item would like or the repeated item is not he. He experienced the life of exploited children, but I'm providing an explanation about exploited children, okay, which are replaced here by them. So he portrayed them in his book. Remember, if we would like to replace an object pronoun, which relative pronoun shall I use? Of course, not who, okay, not just because they are children here, but I'll shed light on the item or the object pronoun here, them. As we said, him, him, her, and me and them. So take some time, try to answer, think about it. He experienced, we say he experienced the life of exploited children. Since I'm referring to exploited children, I'm not referring to he, okay? Whom, I say whom he portrayed in his book. Whom he portrayed in his book. Here the whole explanation is about exploited children. Excellent, I hope you got it. Now moving on. Okay, let's see if we have an easy example after family moved to a clerk exploited. Okay, well, just go through the last item. Here, one of these books is Oliver Twist. Oliver Twist is the name of the book. One of these books is Oliver Twist. Then we have the second sentence. Dickens published it in 1836. Here the whole second sentence is about Oliver Twist. We are providing more explanation about Oliver Twist. Okay, so here we say one of these books is Oliver Twist. So think about it, which Dickens published in 1836. Okay, excellent. So of course we'll have now after finishing with the guided practice. I guided you during this practice. We'll move on to independent practice, where you have to practice by your own on an easy exercise, of course. So please go to exercise 4, page 71. Of course, just a reminder, of the previous exercises. I'm waiting for them, to have sessions of corrections. As a quick reminder of the summary. Of course, you are not supposed to read to write a summary of the whole book. You are just supposed to write a summary where you are with your books. I would like just to give me a sign that you started reading your books, which you see here. Look, books which or that, which you are supposed. You see, I'm given this is the use in real life of relative pronouns, which you are supposed to finish, which we are supposed to finish by the end of next month. So here when you see it's March, probably the most important thing is to finish it before the second term holidays. So make sure to start reading your books, and of course waiting for other students who haven't sent yet their list of irregular verbs. Also, just regarding this exercise of yesterday, some students sent me the correction. However, they didn't pay attention to my explanation. As we said in the previous session, this exercise we made some modifications on it. As we said yesterday, this we are not going to do the exercise as it is. Here, for students who sent me the correction, turn the sentences, the whole sentences, into the past simple and past continuous. We'll work on the combination, how to combine. So turn them first into past simple and past continuous, then link them using when and while, not only when. So for students who sent me just as it is, no, use the past simple and past continuous. We made some modifications. Regarding the exercise of today, of course, the same thing. The same thing, as the exercises the practice, we had just a few moments ago, which is to link, link relative clauses. Of course, here, they are not organized. So, for example, I would like a car. Here, I will then what I'm supposed to do is I will search for the sentence, that completes the first one, or the relative clause of this sentence. I cannot say I would like a car. For example, all the people are friendly. There is no relation between them. So, like a car, for example, is safe and energy saving. Which is energy saving, which is an excellent expression. So here, if I would like to refer to a car and link them together, I say I would like a car. Here, of course, as we said, for things in general, we use which or that. Even that can be used for things in general. That or which is safe and energy saving. Very easy. So here they added, if you notice, some more relative pronouns, like where is used to refer to a place. Then we have also when to refer to a period or a time. So thank you so much for listening, and make sure to send your works. Have a good day.